Valentine's Day caps off this week, and what was once a day of hearts and chocolates has gotten a little more complicated for the kids. Here is a crash course on Valentine's Day and how to handle it as a parent with our parenting pundit, Julie Cole.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just kind of keep it simple, right? Like I think there's a few things that we need to remember about Valentine's Day. I think the first thing really is that let's keep the romance out of it. I don't know if you remember, Jason, we were kids, the whole be mine, and it always made me feel a bit, as the kids would say, cringy. So anything kind of that romanticizes things between children is kind of uncool. So I do think we can use this as an opportunity to talk about friendship. I mean, we can get in front of the whole bullying thing. We can talk about things like how to be a good friend, how to talk to friends, how to include friends. A lot of kids do have problems with things socially. It doesn't come naturally to all kids. So, using this as an opportunity to talk about friendship, talk about kindness, and how to show that at school and at home, even with your siblings, is a good thing. And there are a lot of wonderful books out there too that you can pick up to talk about friendship in this in this context, for sure.
Now, in our world, of course, the old people that we are, we're giving out Valentine's cards at school. Does that still exist? Is that allowed? Is that good? Is that bad? I don't know how this works.
Right. So it's very common now
Okay.
for the Valentines to go out. You will want to maybe check with your teacher or check with the school to see what the policy is. But I really believe strongly that we need to be inclusive. So that is, you send out a little Valentine to every kiddo in the class if you have young kids, and also be aware if you have any kids with food allergies. We want to make sure if we are giving something that we're giving something to everyone.
Now, one of the things I do remember is there was that kid in the class, it was definitely not me, who got a whole bunch of the Valentines. It kind of felt like a bit of an election or a popularity contest.
Yeah.
That's rather tricky. How do parents combat that nowadays?
Yeah, I think it is about communicating with the school about what the policy is there and also making sure that you not only having your child make Valentines for every child in the class, but also again, role modeling inclusivity on a day-to-day basis and why it's so important. Again, this is a conversation you can bring up about what it feels like when friends are not included, what it feels like when friends are included, and how we can use Valentine's Day as kind of a social story around that. The other thing too is in all of this, just don't overdo it. There's enough competitive parenting out there. We all have enough to do, right? Like there was a time when I had 6 kids who had Valentines to give out. That was a lot of Valentine's cards. Like I'm talking hundreds. So you don't have to overdo it with all the lollipops and the pencils and the loot bags and all that jazz. A simple Valentine, just keep it simple.